Welcome back to the Sin City Crypto Trading Show. I'm David. I'm joined with Brendan. I'm going to break down some charts, see if we can put in some trades. I think Brendan's currently in a trade right now. I am waiting for a trade. I got a limit order set on a Bitcoin long. I'll share that in a second, but I want to let's talk about your trade first. Is this the trade you talked about in the morning show?
It is.
Yeah, how's it doing? Let's take a peek.
It's doing absolutely phenomenal as we speak. Yeah, I got everything was literally perfect. Just like I explained in the morning show, if you were there, I got my trend line right here, my breakthrough of the trend line, my change of character, and then a beautiful fair value gap. Pushed up in my fair value gap. I have a really tight stop loss, so I was a little bit nervous. I actually almost thought about giving it a little bit more wiggle room and moving it up a little bit, because I usually, like I say always, I set it to the top of my first candle of my fair value gap, the wick, but it didn't end up going up there, and then it's been just moving down in a downtrend. It's making really nice price action, which I really like. It's doing it's making consolidation. If I get a big push right here, my trailing stop loss is going to come to here. My trailing stop loss is currently here, and as we speak, I'm getting a push to the downside. Like I said in the morning show, I'm looking to ride it down to like here. I want to be able to push this take profit down and down and down until we get down to around here. But I'll be trailing my stop loss just in case, so I don't lose any extra money. So right now, it's really looking good for me. This is a 1-to-5 trade or a 5-to-1 trade. So if I lose or if I win, I have 5 other trades I could lose with this amount of and still be in the green. So we're looking really good today. Super good. And I've got my little guys here my magnets pulling the market down, and my little wind angels.
What are those, butt cheeks?
I don't know.
No, up top.
That's my wind angel. Yeah, she's blowing the price down for me. Yeah. Sometimes I like to use like the hammer method. I'll get my little hammer out right here and put it right here, and
just be careful you don't hammer out a bottom too early.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go to the charts, and if there's any other setups you're looking at, Brendan, that people maybe could get a chance to get into now,
yeah,
I'll kind of show you guys what I got going on. I do have a limit order set on a Bitcoin long. 80K is the value. Entry at 89,750. I have a pretty tight stop loss at 89,545, and I'm looking to scalp profit at $90,505, which I think would be an $800 or a $1,000 profit there. And so we'll see if that trade hits. If it does, it'll be live on the show. Speaking of Bitcoin price action, a potential bullish setup here on the 2-hour time frame. There's around 15 minutes left. I do think we need to see a little bit of a push up. Ideally, obviously, if I'm being a little selfish here, I want to see price come down here, hit my limit order, fill, and then push up. And simultaneously, we get a green dot here. If we do get that green dot, this becomes our anchor wave. This becomes our trigger wave. And we should see a push back up to, at the very least, testing this trend line. We saw something similar yesterday. We broke below, kind of chopped sideways, and then a massive push in 2 candles. We essentially took out that trend line, chopped, no, the reverse, right? We fell below, chop, push up. And then we chop above, fell below. We're going to see a little bit of chop here. Does it last as long as it lasted here? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I am expecting another push to the upside. I am taking my profit, obviously, well before we hit this trend line, just in case we do get a stop like we should, although we didn't do that yesterday. And again, should be a really nice profit here if we kind of measure this out. 89,750.
So as we speak, we just got banged.
Did you?
I'm moving it down as we speak. But if you were to just keep this trade with the TP where it's at, trade got banged.
Oh, it's falling hard, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now my take profit's down here, and then my stop loss is here.
Did you take any partial take profit? Or?
I took my half. Oh, I didn't even mark that out for you guys. I apologize. So here was my half. Here was my, hold on. Let me get this for you guys. Hold on. I can't see. Sec. Here we go. Here was my half point right here. I took half my profit off a while ago. But here's where I took my half off right here.
I think it's just tanking.
Yeah. So we're looking really nice right now. Like I said, I know this chart very well, and so I'm pretty sure it's going to come down and touch this support level. And we have another one that's really, really deep. I don't want to get too crazy, but this is another place where it's usually caught support around on that purple level down there, about 124, a little bit higher. And so, yeah, I'm hoping to see it go all the way down and touch my little yellow box down here, and then I'll be looking for a reversal. So that's what we're looking for right now. Obviously, my magnet and my wind angel are working right now.
Working.
Yeah. So
tips and tricks of winning a trade. Just throw some cool emojis on there.
yeah.
Bitcoin it's trying to push up. So there's this large volume node here at around 90.25K. And that is where Bitcoin is kind of getting stopped at. It's gotten a few wicks. As you can see here, same level where it consolidated before ultimately pushing up on increased volume. So just one thing to keep in mind, if you take a look at the crypto bubbles on the hour, everything is red. Hype down 3% on the hour. Let's take a look at a hyperliquid chart. See if we can find a place where it maybe hammers out a bottom. Let's go hyperliquid. And this thing is on Coinbase now too, but we're going to pull this data from Bybit, hyperliquid. This is hyperliquid on the 2-hour time frame. Let's kind of work our way from the daily. I haven't looked at this chart really at all. Let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Let's get rid of that. We'll keep Market Cipher A, VWAP. This looks good. Okay, let's actually get rid of Market Cipher A. Let's keep our VWAP. This is your like a falling tightening wedge. And so it's getting to the end of this pattern here. Now, this should break to the upside, okay? This should break to the upside. Let's go ahead and draw a high time frame Fibonacci, and let's see where potentially this thing is catching support. Oh, look at that, gold pocket.
Nice.
Gold pocket for the win. So far, we've had a close right between your 6.5 and your 618 level, which is your gold pocket. And right now, we're testing that 618 level at $28.76.9. If we do make a trip down, I would feel very comfortable longing hyperliquid at around $27.28. And I would like to take it back up to that 50% fib level, guys. That's a 26% move. If you're trading without leverage, that's a 26% move. If you are trading with leverage, well, just multiply your leverage by how much percentage it is. And that's a very nice trade. And ultimately, if this thing does break to the upside, which it should and it could, and kind of measure the medium width of this, and let's say it breaks from that 618 level, you're looking at a $42 hyperliquid. Cycle high, all-time high currently is $60. And so my bias for hyperliquid is long on the higher time frame. Let's go ahead and keep this and work our way down. Maybe let's check the 8-hour. A little bit of consolidation on the 8-hour, trying to find any patterns here, but I'm not really finding any. Maybe, I was going to say maybe a little mini W, but not really. Let's bring in Market Cipher B here. We're almost at rock bottom level on the momentum indicators here with RSI and stochastics. Currently trading at around 13 and 21, or 21 and 13 respectively. That's on the 8-hour. Let's zip down to the 6 hours rolling over on the momentum. So expecting this might turn into a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here, guys. Just keep that in mind. Here's your shoulder, your head. Could this be maybe a little bit of a right shoulder? Push to the upside, kind of retest. Maybe first level would be that large volume node at around $31.06, 6.5 cents, where we saw price kind of consolidate here before it ultimately fell. And so that would be my first level on a very short-term scalp. You're talking about an 8% move, still pretty good. Enough wiggle room to make some decent money there. Watching for a potential short entry on the 4-hour time frame. So lower time frames are a little more bearish on as far as Market Cipher goes. This is your 2-hour. Nothing really I'm seeing here. Maybe the 2-hour looks like it might be flagging a little bit, but be a weird flag if you were to call it that. I mean, flag, pennant. Let's go ahead and take a fib from the bottom to the top, make it drop. That's some
Whoa.
good price action. Bring a bucket and a mop. Don't bring a bucket and a mop. It's, yeah. And so maybe a little bit of a bull flag. Invalidation is kind of where, let me get rid of.
Like that.
Let's get rid of those, and because we got 2 on there. Let me redraw that fib. Invalidation, we've already kind of bounced there. I mean, look at that perfect retest of that 50% fib level, my friends, on this candle here. Okay, so that is invalidation. $28.57 is invalidation if you want to call this a bull flag. And the measured move, let's say it does hit from that 50% fib level. See if we find any confluence here. On the upside target, 3142, high time frame, I believe we talked more along the lines of top end of the range. There you go. So if you want to trade within the smaller range on the lower time frame, I think we're on the what? The 1 hour? The 2 hour? We're on the 2 hour. Entry at 28.57, exit at 31.42. Or I always like to skim off maybe 5 to 10% off my TP. The way the markets are moving, right? We're not really in a bull trend right now. So that's what I'd be targeting, guys. A long setup on Hyperliquid, 28.57, right it up to maybe 31.20. And that gives you 31.20. That gives you a profit of 9% on spot times your leverage. If you're trading in a maybe like a prop account, should turn out fairly well. And looking still to get this order filled on Bitcoin. I don't know if it will go all the way down to 89,750. We can take a peek at Bitcoin again.
That'd be really nice if it did.
Yeah.
And Solana goes down there too. And then my trade continues to do some nice things.
Yeah, Bitcoin's kind of stuck. 2 hour. I don't know if we're going to get that green dot we're waiting for on the 2 hour. We'll see if Bitcoin gets a pushback up to like 90.5K. Maybe we do get that 2 hour and we'll come in and we'll adjust our limit order entry on this Bitcoin trade. I do want to share, I did hit a short on ETH yesterday for 48%, 13x short on Bitunix. There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. If you want to create an account and start trading, made $240 on that one. So still able to make some money while the market's kind of flattened down. No open positions on Bitunix yet. Also, guys, if there's any charts you want to take a look at or you want us to take a look at, let us know. Brent said ETH. Brennan, can we take a look at an Ethereum chart, my friend?
Pull it up right now. Here we go.
Beautiful.
All right. So, to me, I mean, I'm on the 1 minute. Let me go up to the 30 minute, actually.
Do your thing, bro.
So, for me, right here, we've got a little resistance zone, it looks like, or support zone down here, it looks like to me, that it's in right now, and I think it's going to get a push out. I mean, every time it's calmed down here, we've seen it push out. So I think it's going to push out and go to the upside, in my opinion. If it was me trading this, obviously I'd be on a lower time frame, like the 1 minute. So if I were to be drawing my trend line, which is what I trade off of, probably, okay, this would be my trend line. So I got my breakthrough right here, right? Or if I was going to look to go to the downside, I have this line right here, which is not really anything. It's kind of flat. So I probably wouldn't trade that. But to the upside, we got our breakthrough. We'll get a change of character here around 3,073. And then I would just look for my fair value gap and we would get a push up, and then we would see what would happen out of my fair value gap. I would set my limit order based off of my fair value gap. That's the strategy that I trade. And I think that it would go well. I don't know that Ethereum has much more down to go. I feel like this is like the bottom, I guess, from what I'm seeing, and this is what I would be looking at if I was trading. This is where I would see Ethereum the bottoming at and then pushing back out. But it very well could go lower. Personally, I think that it's gonna go up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, not only that, but 3,000 is a big psychological number. It's historically been a pretty good support level for ETH outside of October 10th and what happened there. And so, yeah, I mean, my bias, everything kind of comes back to Bitcoin. And so for me, I'd be interested in maybe trading, getting in a long on a retest of that trend line whenever it happens, whether it happens now, which is, you can see it's kind of dipping.
Yeah.
Interesting. Bitcoin is steady above 90K, and we've seen ETH fall. We're seeing ETH fall. We've seen Solana fall. Let's take a look at XRP. There's some big news today. I know Forrest kind of took a peek at that chart. Let's go down to the 15-minute on XRP, kind of trading within this. It's VWAP band here. As you can see, he's chopping sideways, had that big move to the downside. Ooh, did just get a short, a trigger wave short on market cipher B on the 15-minute that just printed.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. We're kind of in no man's land though. So
yeah, it's
just
kind of
thinking out loud here.
Earlier today, it looked really nice bull market. It actually was doing the complete opposite of what Bitcoin and Solana were doing. So
you're talking about XRP?
Yeah. This morning, I was like, damn, I really missed out on a trade opportunity because I freaking did. I would have made this money right here. But now it's doing exactly what Bitcoin and Solana are doing, which is regular. As you see, Solana's doing the thing that it's supposed to do with that great price action. And then if you go back to XRP, it's doing almost the exact same thing. I think XRP has really given me good price action lately. I've hit a lot of XRP trades. If you go follow my Instagram at b.trades, you'd see that I've posted I think 3 or 4 trades on there, and I think 3 out of the 4 or 2 out of the 3 are XRP. So yeah, that it's been a very good chart for me lately, and I've really liked the price action of it. It's been following what Solana and Bitcoin are doing, which is good. But today it was very bullish this morning, and so I would just look to not do anything when it's outside of what it regularly trends to do. And right now it's following suit. So if it was me, I would be looking for some type of short. This is a trend line right here that I would short. It's really nice. 2 touches to the trend line, even more actually. If I draw this line a little bit further, we have that touch, and then one more touch almost. Super awesome. And if it pushes past here, we'll get a change of character here at 199.50, and then it'll push down. This says it's a strong low. I don't really listen to this part of the Lux algo, but I have the Lux algo on for my change of character, my break of structures, things of that nature. So just it printed a fair value gap. If it respects this fair value gap, it'll keep pushing down. And if it doesn't, then we'll see what the other 2 do, Bitcoin, Solana, anything else that follows suit with Bitcoin. Obviously, like David was saying, it's holding above that 90K pretty steadily, but he's also looking for an entry at, what did you say, 89,750?
89,750 on Bitcoin.
So if it continues to push down, obviously this will push down with it, and then that's probably when we would see the reversal from Solana. I'm sure that push from Bitcoin would get it down here, and then we'd see that reversal from Solana, and then XRP would also follow suit. So if you guys are looking to, right now in a short-term trade, you could short Solana, or not Solana, XRP. And if you're looking for a move to the upside, then you could definitely get in this trade after the Bitcoin goes down and does its thing and bottoms to where it's going to bottom. And then you obviously would wait for some type of confirmation to the upside based off of what your trading strategy is.
Yeah, and on XRP here, Red X printed on market cipher A on the 15-minute. So we have Confluence, multiple indicators here with market cipher. Now, this isn't everything. You shouldn't just throw the house at it because a couple of indicators flash. But Red X, right? Last time we had a Red X was here, and well, XRP fell 3.5%. And that was without a trigger wave short setup here on market cipher B. So A and B are in confluence with one another. And so I'm looking to actually, I think I got into a short on with a prop account. So I'm looking to take this thing. I think I got it at 2.006. And I'm looking to take this thing down to this VWAP at 198.96. It's pretty high margin, low leverage. So that should be a $400-500 trade. Completely content with. If you can make, think about this, guys. If you can make $200 to $300 a day trading, right? You see some traders, they're banging 5 to 10K in profit per trade. People like CryptoFace, $250,000 per trade in profit. But if you can just scalp $200 a day, you can do that 20 days out of the month. It's an extra 50 grand a year. That's good money, man. That's your house. That's your utilities. That's your vacation for your family. That's paying off your debt.
Right.
And so I got zero problem doing that. I've actually been doing it. And so I've been logging my, I'm trying to find an app to log my trades. So once we do that, I'll kind of share some with you. But right now in an XRP short, trying to get an app on my phone so I can log it.
Like it, journal it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I write mine down.
I know. I just like to have it with me.
Right.
So I can, because usually it's on my phone. Sometimes it's at the studio. Sometimes it's away from the studio.
Your iPhone notes?
No, I want some fancy.
Some easy?
Fancy.
Oh, okay.
I'm very bougie.
Yeah, I was
even when it comes to my apps, I'm very bougie.
That champagne taste right there.
Yeah. I don't like champagne. It gives me gas.
I don't drink.
And acid reflux. Good for you.
I'm only 18. So.
You don't drink because you can't drink.
I don't drink because I don't want to drink.
I don't drink because I don't want to drink.
Where are your drinks sitting at right now, actually?
What do you mean?
Right there.
Yeah, it says no table. There used to be a table here, Some dumbass that works here.
Just ask Robin what happened to it.
Yeah.
That's all on the live show.
Well, I thought it was a chair.
It doesn't look like a chair. And it's
Definitely
been
not a
sitting
chair.
here. I knew it was a table, and I've been here less time than Robin.
Amen to that. And he built the place. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Okay. And someone who said near? Jenny said near. Okay, Jenny, let's look at near.
I got it.
Near protocol. Brandon, why don't you pull up a Zcash chart, Brandon?
Okay,
and I'll do near, you do Zcash. Let's take a peek at near. Let's start on the high time frame. Near has just been shit, man. It had that spark of a rally. From a fundamental standpoint, we saw the near intense volume rise. Didn't matter, right? You had this little bit of a spike here in November, up to 320. And outside of that, man, it's been bleeding and consolidating. And so you got double yellow X's here on market side for A. This really usually means like manipulation is happening in the markets. So you always kind of want to stay away or at least proceed with caution. Low volume, grinding slowly down. I mean, if you are a believer in the project and you want to DCA in, like Jenny said, let's clean this up. Let's go weak and let's find some high time frame support levels. This is near on the weekly. Let's drop some horizontals. Horizontal 1, we're below that. Horizontal 2, we're not there yet. Yeah, I like horizontal 2. Okay. So this would be, this would have also been a great area, right? If we go back, consolidation, support, consolidation, move up, tap, bounce, tap, bounce, tap, bounce, tap, bounce, and then fall, failure to reclaim. So I guess this would kind of be like the zone, which you're in now, where I would, like me personally, I'm not DCAing into this, but if you have decided that near is something you want to get exposure to or add to your bags, this would be the zone that I'd be looking at, $20.6 to around $1.94. I know it's a pretty big gap, but I mean that would be your ideal zone. Accumulation here before a big move up, accumulation here, and then below that, guys, it's like there's nothing. So you're at rock bottom. So again, if you believe in the project and you want to DCA, this would be the place to do it. And then we kind of keep this here, work our way down to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 6 hour. I mean, losing this level was brutal, man. Losing the top end of this range was very brutal. Look at this. Had a nice W pattern that came unfolded. We had that push up to 336. Here you had a V-shaped recovery up to around 311. Here we kind of had a small deviation into it. Rallied up to, again, over $3. And then we chopped and lost. Attempted and lost. Attempted and lost. So I don't know. Near doesn't look like it's close to a bottom to me. I'd be more, Jenny, if you're still around, I'd be more interested in near. I mean, I guess you have maybe a low time frame support level here, and I'll change this to a different color. Let's go red on this one at $1.59. But if you can remain patient, I think $1.20 would be your best play. What you got on Zcash?
Okay, so I've just gone and marked out some resistance or support and resistance levels right here. What I'm seeing right here is this support level at, I mean, it's kind of a big range. I can make that a little smaller. 470 to 462. We've tapped into that twice and then we've ping ponged through it. Like as you see here, hit this support, ping pong up to the hit this resistance, ping pong up to the support, and then you go back down, hit this support, ping pong back up to the, or wait, I said it wrong. But regardless, it's ping ponging if that's a thing. And so me personally, I'd be looking to take this down to about 449 and then push it back up to 461. I would just keep playing this ping pong game until you see something crazy like a push through of this or a push through of this, whatever it may be. Me personally, I'd be looking to short it right now. With my strategy, here's your trend line. I'd just be waiting. You'd probably get your change of character about here, 453.46. And then after that, you'd wait for your fair value gap. Obviously, it would get tapped. You see it all the time. I talk about it. Tap that fair value gap. It'll come back down. Boom. There's the fair value gap right there. So we're just waiting for something, and then it'll come tap it, push back down, and then it'll just continue to make market structure all the way down. And basically in what we've seen so far, it's hit this, bounced right back up. We had one big wick right here. I'm not really sure what the hell this was, but we had one big wick right here, but obviously it respected this this level and didn't go through it. I mean, we haven't really seen much of that anywhere else. Me personally, this is what I would be looking for, just to play a little bit of ping pong here, you know, like some table tennis world championship stuff. Here we go. We got our change of character. Boom, shakalaka, fair value gap. If you guys wanted to get in a trade right now, I'm in a trade, so I'm not going to make another one. But you could set your limit order at 454.77 and then look for it to come up here. I would probably give my stop loss a little bit of room to work and probably put it around 456.44. And then my take profit would be down here at 449.55. And that's where I'd be looking to take profit. That's like a nice 1% move right there, which is really good scalping, especially if you're using leverage or anything like that. So keep that in mind. If you guys
those numbers again, because I'm about to put this trade in on the prop fund. So limit order at 454.77.
Yes, and
take
then
profit where?
At 449.61.
Okay.
And then I would just give my stop loss a little bit of wiggle room, still tight, but 456.50.
Okay, done.
Boom. So if you guys want to try and make a little bit of money right there, this is what the trade would look like. I'll give you guys a little bit of a look at it. Here we go. This is where my stop loss would be. My take profit would be down here. This is a 3-to-1 trade right here. So you guys could lose 3 trades after this and still be in the green.
Yeah, I got my order in. So my XRP trade right now is flat, and then I got that Zcash short in.
Yeah, so that's that's what I'm looking for right now. If you guys want to get in on some Zcash, then.
So your short-term bias is negative, and then see that. Well, what's that bottom level there for a bounce? That support level there. What is that?
That is 449.52, and then the midpoint of that is 448.49, and then the bottom of that is 447.47. Yeah. 44.
And more often than not, you'll get a wick down there.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, maybe on the 1 minute you might get a close, but maybe 15 minute and above, you might get a wick down there, and then it'll reverse back up. Just be careful. That trend line he's got drawn there, if you're going to long it from the bottom on the way back up, I would make sure you're out before it hits that trend line. Expect some level of resistance. And it looks like a massive head and shoulders on the 1 minute. That's
this right here.
Yeah, that's played out. Right?
Head,
left
shoulder, shoulder,
right shoulder breakdown.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm still waiting on this Bitcoin trade to fill. I think it will, man. I think it will. It's currently on Coinbase at 90.215K. Again, guys, if you want to follow the trade, I'm looking to get in along at 89.750. I got my stop loss at 89.545 and my TP set at 90.505K. And so trading 90 contracts here on Coinbase. So it should be a pretty good trade. If it hits, if we hit our TP, if we hit our stop loss, I think we lose like $180. If we hit our TP, we're up like 800. So Should be a good trade. If it fills, we'll see if it does. It's kind of chopping sideways. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. I would say by 1 o'clock, if the trade doesn't fill, I'm going to cancel it and reevaluate where the markets are.
Smart man.
Anything else you want to share, bro?
I mean,
I got a meeting, so I don't have much time left. But if there's anything else you want to share,
yeah, let me just look around. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything else. I looked at a little bit of SWE. I looked at a little bit of Aerodrome. It's nothing that's really catching my eye. I mean, if you want to short Aerodrome, you can. This is a nice trend line right here. I don't really see anything to the upside for me personally to trade.
Yeah.
But you would obviously just do the same thing that you always do. Wait for your Chris, your Chach, and then
your chachi.
Yeah, and then your fair value gap, and then see what happens. But the Lux algo says it's a strong low. Sometimes that shit bullshits you. You never know.
True that.
So we'll see. I don't know if you were itching for a trade and Aerodrome is your specific trade thing, then go on ahead and try this one out. But me personally, I don't really see anything else. That Zcash trade should play out pretty well. And I mean, if you don't get tapped in, it runs away, then so be it. But
yeah, I'm still waiting on mine. Hasn't filled yet.
Yeah, my Solana trade is looking all right. This is exactly what happened to me yesterday on my XRP trade, and I ended up getting my TP smashed. So we'll see what happens. We have my
either way, you're in the profit, right? Because you moved.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, good.
And then we have and I also took half my profit out here.
The magnet's working, bro. You see it?
Yeah.
As soon as you move it, it started going down.
Started yanking it down, and then
Crazy.
Get the hammer out. Here we go. Oh, let's move him over here. Bink, bink, bink. See? Started going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Life lessons from Brennan. We love it. All right, guys, that'll do it for the show today. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then Brennan just created a X account. Please do me a favor. Go follow him. Want to build up his account here. He'll be more active on the show and Discord, so join our Discord as well. And I'll drop this in the comment section so you guys can go. And you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, peace.